You hear the sound? It is going down. Crevonte, baby. More draft profiles as we're on the defensive side of the front seven.
Indeed, indeed. These are the playmakers that disrupt all the fun offensive things that we all love to see.
We got today Mr. Dallas Turner out of Roadside, Alabama. Fort Lauderdale Jr., 6'3", 247, 34 3/8 inch arms, 9 and 7/8 inch hands. We were just over here marking out over the combine results. 4.46 40, 1.54 10, 40.5 inch vertical, 10.7 broad jump. Five-star recruit coming out of high school, 2021 All SEC freshman, 15 games, 10 tackles for loss, 8.5 sacks, 30 tackles. 2022 played in all 13 games with 10 starts, 37 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, 4 sacks. 2023 first team All American SEC Defensive Player of the Year,
Mm.
14.5 tackles for loss, 8th in the FPS with 10 sacks, started all 14 games, 53 tackles, PPU, busted a pass breakup, and a 2 forced fumbles. And he missed spring practice recovering from surgery, but was a team captain as well. You always like to see the leadership as well. Dallas Turner Crevonte.
Wow. 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 Like you were saying, we was talking before we just started his profile. I was like, wow, he is an athlete. Like, if you were to just show me his the things he tested on, I wouldn't know what position he played. I don't even know if I would have said, you know, edge rusher, because these scream like wide receiver ish, type of stats. But 4.46 is amazing. 40 inch vertical is crazy. So it looks like he's gonna be deflecting quite a few passes at the next level. But just like so one of the things we look for in linemen is quick first step. Dallas Turner, he has that. He has the quick first step, and he has the regular speed to go behind it. Um, has a great combination of fluidity and flexibility, along with athleticism. Um, he's effective covering zones and tracking swing routes. So he probably won't be doing that all the time because his bread and butter will be pass rushing. But every now and then you want to throw a little something crazy in there. You could do that. We see the Dallas Cowboys do it with Michael Parsons. He probably rushes on like 92% of the plays. Every now and then you see him in coverage. And with his speed, he could cover quite a bit of ground. Um, he's effective in utilizing his frame to slip through tight spaces in the run game. Um, we know the edge rushers get a bad rap when it comes to playing the run because a lot of them don't like to play it. But he finds a way to be effective, even though we know his bread and butter is pass rushing. He finds a way to be effective, and of course, Nick Saban wasn't playing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. Exceptional first step. Great outside. Possesses the necessary arm length to set the edge and keep offensive tackles at bay. Also going with setting the edge.
Any weaknesses? I mean, you hear all the great, gaudy combine measurables, and he can run and jump really high, but when it comes to putting on the pads, can he be an every down linebacker, or is he just a pass rush specialist? Who does he project to, like a pro comp, and where do you see him going?
So we're going to the weaknesses. He can bulk up a little bit. Guys, again, I say this on most of the profiles. For our guys that's undersized. The NFL, bigger, stronger, faster. No matter what the position is, bigger, stronger, faster. So he will, when he goes up against those tackles who are hands on, got a lot of power. The one of them guys that get the hands on you and you ain't really getting off of them. He's gonna find some difficulties in that. Um, Lateral movements, very 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 smooth. But he lacks consistent disruptiveness um, in the run game. Um, Speed to power, probably one of his best traits. It shows a lot of promise. but lacks consistency. And we all know when it comes to pass rushing and especially off the edge, the effectiveness depends on timing and execution. And he does it better good than not, but it's a little inconsistent. And maybe a little bit shorter than you would like, but his long arms could kind of like help mitigate that a little bit. And as far as the pro comp, I got reminds me of Brian Burns a little bit.
Now in the NFC East.
Don't remind me. Hey, I hope this brother doesn't find his way into the NFC East either.
Where do you see him going at?
Oh man, he's I think he's edge one, DM1. I don't know how we put that. I think it's him. So he's probably gonna go top 10. Um, I've been hearing the Falcons. The Falcons are probably the highest he will go. But if he falls out of the top 10, I think anybody in those teams would it'll be a gift at that point. But I don't see him falling out of the top 10. The Falcons is probably a go with all the offensive weapons that the Falcons got. They probably are going to look to the defense and Dallas Turner. Not far, not too far from Alabama, but he could find his way to Atlanta to help solidify the defense.
Plus, playing inside in a dome on that turf helps speedy, fast guys. We saw with your dog down there for years, Julio,
For
Michael
sure.
Vick, of course, Warwick Dunn, Roddy White, Cordell Patterson, now Bijan. We see
Wow.
all the weapons they got. I mean, look at the speed indoors. You get to play the Saints in your division as well indoors. You got Carolina, which is nice weather, and Tampa, which is nice weather. So there you go.
Yeah, yeah. So Dallas Turner with the Falcons, this would be an A+ pick for the Falcons. Like you said, there's a lot of advantages playing playing with the Dirty Birds, man. Half your games in the dome, well, more than half because you got the Saints too. You know what I'm saying? So he could really get off and compete at the next level. Just put on a little bit more weight because he has so much athleticism. I don't think a couple pounds will hurt him.
Well, we know how Alabama defenders can be. We saw one go high last year, Will Anderson, Defensive Rookie of the Year. And we now see where Dallas Turner will go. Crevonte's edge rusher number one, however you format that in today's NFL, as they will be playing 7-on-7 soon because you can't tackle nobody. But Crevonte will keep the track profiles coming right here on the Flex on
Yep.
Mobile.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got a few more. We got a couple more to go for the edge guys, and then we can talk about the fat boys later.
You heard it here first. Draft profiles continue on the Flex Zone.